Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in with Alexander Mohin, your realtor, and happy Tuesday. Here we are today with Javier.
Hello.
Hi, Javier, thank you for being here today, and Javier's going to be sharing some important updates and promotions on this specific project that he represents. So, Felix, ¿cómo estás? Thank you for watching from Dominican Republic, always watching our program. So, today there's a special topic I'm going to be sharing with all of you, and I'm giving some time for people to tune in. But the topic that we're going to be sharing basically is the myth of visiting a new community or a new pre-construction project without the representation of a real estate agent. So the first question, is it true that you can really make a great deal? Hello, yes. Can you really make a great deal by going to a new development? Sergio, how are you doing? By going to a real estate community or new development, new construction, however you want to call it, without the representation or of a real estate agent? So is that true? Do you really think you would make a great deal? And the answer is no. And I'm going to explain why. Okay, with the respect of my friend right here. Okay, so actually, remember one thing. You know, when you go to a new development or new construction site, there's a sales representative, like my friend right here, very friendly, and they will guide you. They'll give you all the information, but they represent the builder. They represent the interest of the builder. Okay, so their obligation or responsibility is to sell you your home, and once they're done, you are on your own. Okay, so what I mean by that is, since they represent the builder and the interest of the builder, they don't have a responsibility of telling you what are your obligations, what are the time frames that you need to comply with in order to close. Okay, and you know, that's very important, because if you're there without a guidance, then obviously you will not know. Oreste, my friend, yes, we're closing, yes. So once we do this, you know, you're working with a buyer's agent. It doesn't cost you anything, and your interests are being represented. This is like going to court without having an attorney, basically. You're killing yourself, okay? Number two, do you really think that by going to a new construction or new development project, do you think you're going to pay more for the property that you're purchasing? Can anybody guess? The answer is
no.
No. Exactly, no. And I'm going to explain very simple, very easy for you to understand. Well, first of all, builders, they have a marketing fund, okay, where all these commissions that are paid to buyer's agents, to the agent that represents the buyers, they already have that budgeted. They already have these funds allocated there. So basically what happens is, when you go into a new development and on your own, without the representation of a real estate agent like me with 16 years of experience, that sounds good, right? So once you get in there, basically you do your contract and everything, and guess what? Regla, ¿cómo estás? Gracias por mirar. And once you get there, basically that commission that they were going to pay us to represent you as a buyer, guess what? Simply, that's pocket savings for the developer, okay? And there's no benefit in it for you. So you're not going to end up paying more for the property, but you will be represented, and it's like having an exclusive advocacy for you. And you're going to be, your interests are going to be watched, and it's going to be a better win-win situation for everybody. Now remember, as real estate agents, we have a better relationship established with developers and builders, right? Because we've been sending them constant business, so there tends to be more flexibility than when you go on your own. Don't forget, the builder or the salesperson that works at the builder, they represent the builder's interests. We, as real estate agents, represent you as a buyer, okay? Danny, hi, my friend, how are you doing? Okay, so third, now do you think if that a buyer is really running a hazardous situation by going directly on their own to a builder directly, or developer, or pre-construction? The answer is yes. Why? Again, we have long-term relationships established with all the developers. As you see, we constantly are invited to open houses, brokers lunch, and all this stuff. We get a better insight, okay, of what's their inventory, what are the incentives that they're giving to the buyers. And guess what? Many times, developers put some properties in the MLS, which is the system that realtors share. And I'm going to give you a very quick example. Angel, ¿cómo estás? From New York, I think, yes. It's very easy. Let's say they put in the MLS $10,000 off the listing price, for an example. Guess what? You as a buyer will not see that. But me as a real estate agent, I can see that and I will notify you. If you go on your own, you lose because you will not be notified of that, okay? So it's very easy. Please get that myth off your mind that if you go to a new pre-construction or new development or a builder, that you're gonna get a better pricing. Actually, it's not that way. Actually, you can get a better deal when you go with us because we get all the information, all the insights, all the incentives, right?
And the relationship is there.
And the relationship is there. And I'm gonna give a very quick example to finish this so I can pass it over to Javier. Recently, I had a case last year where I closed and they had an issue, the buyers had an issue. They requested 2 extensions. And since, due to the relationship that we have with the builder, we had no problem. I intervened, they gave me the extension, and my buyer was able to close. What do you think would have happened if they would have came on their own? Guess what? They probably would have lost their deposit because they did not close on time. So I want to leave you with that thought. Don't forget, if you go to a new development, call me, Alexander Mojia Realtor, so I can be your representative. Now, let me pass to Javier. Javier is going to tell us about the latest promotions that they have in this new community.
Well, hello everybody. First time on this show. So basically, just wanted to share with you certain incentives that we are offering at the moment. Right now is the end of our fiscal quarter. So not only are we offering closing costs to our clients that come with our realtors, we're also offering some interest that have really not been seen since last year. We're offering some 3.375 interest rates.
Wow, that's a pretty. Let me put it this way. That's a pretty pretty good rate, right?
Pretty low.
Oh, I mean, great for the person that is buying. It's low, but it's an awesome rate.
It's a great incentive.
I mean, that's an awesome incentive.
It's something to really look at right now when the interest rates right now are around 4.25, 4.5%. Sometimes, we've seen 4.75 lately as the interest rates are going up. So, but with that being said, I mean, between closing costs and if there is any available inventory at the moment that can close right away, we do offer options such as tile, such as countertops. Any option that's extra and additional will not be charged to you. There will be no cost whatsoever. So between that, the interest rates, the closing costs, I see why there's no reason that you should be calling your realtor right now and coming to visit different new development communities with them.
Well, actually, I mean, they're better off definitely buying a new home than buying a resale. I don't see a reason why would you buy a resale when actually you have so many incentives right now to buy a new one, right?
Exactly.
And you told me a couple of minutes ago about this program for military.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, the VA program is a program that's been around for a long time. The VAs are not charged any down payment whatsoever. For serving in the military and protecting us, they have that privilege of coming in with 0% down. Now, 0% down is 0% down, not when you have to pay closing costs. So I had a client come in today, and he's actually on the way over right now to prepare a contract that was looking into a used home, and the closing costs were about $12,000. And he thought, hey, I thought it was 0 down. And I explained to him, yes, you should be completely 0 down, but you still have to come out of pocket closing costs if you want to use home. So now what I can offer you is no closing costs whatsoever. And he was really elated, very surprised.
So you're saying 0%. Avila, Carlos, hi my friend, how are you doing? Jorge Laurari. So you're saying 0% and 0 closing costs.
0 down, yeah. He's coming in with $500, which are actually going to be returned to him at closing.
You cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. And the average price of the homes, because I've been advertising these homes on my business page, Alexander Mojia Realtor. We said it's the lowest one was like $340,000, right?
314,000.
314,000, and that's what for a 4-bedroom. And then the most expensive one is
about 382,000.
382,000. Okay, so you already heard. Believe me, there's no way to beat that. Guys, if you have someone that is interested, don't forget to send them over so I can schedule an appointment. And don't forget the myth that you're not getting a better deal when you go to a new development and not using a real estate agent. Actually, you're killing yourself. You're putting yourself there and you're killing yourself. But you know what? At the end of the day, there's some people that just learn by experience, and there's others that do listen to a wise advice. So thank you so much, Javier, for your information. Thank you for tuning in with Alexander Mojia Realtor. And don't forget, you can call me, you can text me, you can message me for Facebook. I'm always available. 786-344-541. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.